guys. Here we are today in May. I thought I would give a quick tour of my garden. That's a pretty loose description. What my garden really is a small backyard with some raised beds surrounded by weeds and mulch. So let's just get started and we'll flip you around so you can see what's going on. Oh, there's Grumpy Cat. He comes to visit me every day. I'm pretty sure he's a stray. What are you doing? Huh? Going to look for some food? The food's in the other bowl. Yeah. Oh, meow. Meow. Come here. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're such a good cat. Yeah. Alright, so for the tour, I have a little 8x8 greenhouse back here. This is where I grow my tomatoes, my peppers, my eggplants, my weeds, and my cat poop. Because yes, Grumpy Cat, along with other cats, likes to poop in my yard. So I've also laid down paper. There's paper here. Facebook just yelled at me for turning my phone sideways. So I lay down newspaper between my plants to try and hold in the moisture as well as keep the cats out of the beds. And you can see I already have some flowers on my tomato plants. And I have my peppers, my eggplants, lots of weeds, another eggplant back there, and in that empty space is a few zucchini seeds and a couple more tomatoes. So let's keep going around the messy yard. So this is a 4x8 bed. I have leeks, cucumbers, squash, strawberries, and lavender in there. Try not to give anyone a headache. There's lots and lots of strawberries starting. You can see them down in there. And as you can see, lots and lots of weeds. I wasn't lying. I have someone that's actually coming this week to do all the mulch paths because, as most of you know, I have a lot of joint pain that I've had for 20 years. And I have tendonitis in my left arm, bursitis in my hip. So I have actually been trying. Alright, so this is part 2 because the Wi-Fi cut out, so hopefully we're all back in normal. So as I was saying, I've been trying something new the last couple of weeks for my arthritis and joint pain, and it seems to be working. So hopefully I won't need other people to pull all my weeds. So this is another 4x8 bed. We have some kale that's going crazy, some nasturtiums, some marigolds, and then I have more zucchini planted in this bed. And as we walk around here, I'll try not to fall down. We have some collard greens, some sorrel in the back that I keep hacking away and it just keeps growing back. I really need to pull it out. More lavender, some spinach, onions, and borage. That again, that stuff grows like a weed. It keeps reseeding. You can see down here, I have to pull all those little guys out or else they'll grow big and just keep replanting themselves. Now, this bed here is actually my favorite bed. It always has been. I have my kohlrabi, my fennel, celery, some lettuce that's bolting in the back there, and collard greens, and that could be broccoli, I don't remember. But I love this bed. It always grows really well. It doesn't actually get a lot of sun, but it still does really well every year. And then in the back here, next to my dirty old chair, is Bleeding Heart. Ever since I can remember, I always wanted one of these things. So when we moved into this house, I bought one, and this thing grows back bigger and bigger every year. It's fabulous. So going around here, another 4x4 bed with some ugly newspaper. And you can see the bug damage because nothing is perfect. So I have broccoli and collards in this bed, and I'm also going to plant carrots and onions where you can see the newspaper. Guess we'll just go this way here behind the greenhouse. So purple sage, I cut that back to nothing a couple months ago and now it's grown crazy again. Some red vein sorrel that again you can see down here. All kinds of little babies. I've actually been picking those and putting them in salads, but sorrel will go crazy if you let it. Just go around the back for a second here. So that is bee balm. I dug it up from where it was because it grows like a weed, stuck it in the ground over here where it's almost completely in shade, and you can see it's still growing like crazy. Then we have lovage, which is kind of like celery. You can chop the leaves and the tender stems and put it in salads or cook with it. Back here is my raised bed full of weeds. Those great big long brambly things back there are gonna come out this week. I have comfrey and chocolate mint and one little pansy, I think that's, or viola, maybe it's a viola, someone can correct me, that keeps coming back every year even though I do nothing with it. I also have beans in this bed, which I think are just starting to come up. I can see a couple over there. And spinning around here, the last 2x4 bed is peas, and I have lemon thyme back there. Not sure what else I'm going to stick in there on the side, maybe some lettuce, but we always get earwigs and they're kind of gross, so I'm not sure what I want to put back there. And this monster of a plant is rosemary. Now I need to hack it back again, but it is a monster and it will take over the world. But I like rosemary. And then here, this is a grapevine that has toppled down. The stick broke. It was growing up the side here, and now it's here. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the grapevine. I might just hack it back for the rest of the year because we do have another one over there that you can see. And that one actually is growing grapes. This vine isn't, so might just get rid of this one over here. And then I'm gonna spin around. I messed up my camera. Here we go. So this is my perennial bed, which really is my weed bed that happens to have some perennials and herbs in it. So I have flowers, don't know what they're called. Have some creeping thyme, which is actually much, much bigger than I thought it would ever be. Then some calendula. Some sage of some description, I can't remember what it's called, along with my chives, oregano, and some pineapple mint that I'm really happy with. And they say don't plant mint in the ground, but there's parts of this garden that I would just love it if the mint would just take over and then I wouldn't have so many weeds. Because you can see back here, oh hey look, full of weeds. And I have my chicken keeping guard. And the last part of my garden here is my raspberry canes, my currants, and my gooseberries, and then my compost bins back there. Now my raspberries always do really, really, really well. On the opposite side, the gooseberries and currants always get chewed down to nothing by some kind of worm. Except for this one. This one's doing okay. But this currant bush here, look at it. It is completely chewed up. And every year I forget that I need to come out and spray it with something, and every year it just gets chewed down to nothing. And I have my rhubarb in the back that just grows and grows and grows. It seems to like the neglect back here. And then my giant compost bins, which are very giant. But they're perfect for just loading up with all the crap from the yard. Then I can move it from bin to bin, turn it, and next year I should have compost. So that is my quick garden tour, which might not be that quick after all. If you have any questions, always feel free to post. Ask anything that you want. If you have any advice or suggestions, maybe what I should do with my my grape. Oh, I hear a cat. Feel free to ask. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Oh, here comes Grumpus. What are you doing? Meow? Meow. Oh, hi. What? Are you a good boy? Yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, what a good cat. What a good kitty cat.